Today we're at Tobu Zoo. Actually a pretty big park outside of Tokyo, but it's probably about 60-70% zoo with a couple rides, 4 coasters, 2 small ones, a wooden coaster, and then the main attraction, Kawasemi, I think I'm saying that right, the Intamin Meg Lite. Of course, as soon as I start talking about it, we go right behind the trees. But overall, the park is it's pretty nice. A little rough around the edges, but not too bad. That's the Intamin wooden coaster. I believe it's Intamin. Up ahead, we're about to ride that one. That last video where I was filming from what looks like a cable car or monorail, it's actually these little like one-person monorails with these really kind of weird steampunk style animals on top of the car that follow you around on the track. Just had to show that. Being that it is Tobu Zoo, there are quite a bit of animals here, including penguins, and so you can get fairly close to this big guy right here. We don't have too much time at the park, so we're not checking out too many of the animals, but they got a lot of animals here. Really big park. Kind of front half is all animals, and the back half is mainly the rides. It's kind of divided, but about mid-size exhibits here. Nothing like you'd see at some big fancy zoo, but not the smallest things in the world. You can see this one looks kind of new, kind of nice. So figured Intamin Meg Lite and some penguins. Make it for a good video. Here's a look at some more animals. Elephants. You can see, like I said about the penguins, the exhibits aren't the nicest in the world or the biggest, but not bad. So here's Kawasemi, Intamin Meg Lite, I think one of only 3 or 4 in the world. Unfortunately, it borders the backside of the park or the park boundary, so really this is as good footage as we can get here, but looks like it's about to go. Basically, it's 90 feet tall, somewhere around there, and it packs a huge punch. So see just a couple cars, about 90 feet tall, and then the rest is just pure airtime. He's got the one airtime hill underneath the lift right there. It's going down right now and doing low to the ground overbank. Airtime hill. And then you got this hill right here that's very reminiscent of if you're a fan of Maverick and you are familiar with that airtime hill on it. It's basically like that, but without over-the-shoulder restraints. You have just lap bars. So it's actually really cool in that sense. A lot of airtime. Again, apologies, can't get much better video, so I'm going to try to walk over here and get a little glimpse of it coming around. Got a little glimpse there. But overall, the ride's really good. I can see why everyone's always talking about these. These kind of have that like legendary status of, oh, we want one in America. One really kind of downside is with the park being absolutely empty, as you can see, very crowded. Both times we rode it, we were the only 2 people on it. So it was running a little slow. I mean, there was a couple times where I felt like it was barely making over the hill. Still got great airtime, so I can only imagine, riding this on a busy day with a full train. That thing must be hauling, because if you're getting great airtime when it's barely making over the hills, then man, it would be awesome. But definitely would recommend checking out one of these on your travels. I think, like I said, there's 4 in the world. 1 here, I think 1 in China, then maybe a couple in Northern Europe or something like that. I'm probably way off, but at least that's what I'm remembering top of mind. I don't got RCDB on me, but overall a solid ride. Probably try to get a couple more rides in before we leave, just because there's no line and we can. About to ride the wooden coaster, and how awesome is that sign? I mean, it's definitely homemade. But animals from the zoo getting ready to ride the ride. Just got off Regina, the Intamin woodie, but It's not Intamin like you would think, the prefab stuff like El Toro. It's really, really, really bad at Intamin. The cars look like PTC trains, but they have the Intamin T-bar lap bar thing for what you see on like Millennium Force or the Hyper Coasters or whatnot. It's a pretty cool little layout with like a helix over here and got a nice pop of airtime right there, but it just beats the crap out of you. It's kind of disappointing. It was a really cool layout, but just absolutely destroys you. So definitely not a good ride. But then again, when we just got off the Meg Lite a few minutes ago, nothing was going to seem that good. But that pretty much wraps up Tobu Zoo. We are kind of in and out here because we're on our way to the airport. So a quick visit, mainly to get the Meg Lite, but these other rides are bonuses, as well as seeing the penguins. That was a great little bonus surprise. We didn't even realize they had penguins. We were just too focused on the Intamin Meg Lite, and then we got here and we saw penguins.